Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video we're going to be finishing off the job we started in the last episode, and that was fitting the front facing camera to my 981 Boxster. Let's go do it. We begin by removing the trim around the front area. Begin at the centre and lift, but take care at the edges where they connect to the side pieces. This provides access to two clips which simply slide inwards, and to the torque screws at the front edge of the bumper. Releasing these provides access to a hidden screw behind the liner. Then finally, get down low and remove all of the remaining torque screws along the lower edge of the bumper and where it connects with the under tray. As you pull the bumper, disconnect the wiring harnesses for the lower lights with a twist, and then unplug the harness. So getting the bumper off was really quite straightforward, just a whole bunch of screws in various locations. The trickiest one was up in here and a couple of clips on the inside. It really wasn't very difficult at all, and I should have probably done it before. Now since we've got it off, I think it would be a good idea to go and clean out the condensers. Obviously I've had the grills fitted, you can see that in my preventative maintenance video, but since we're here we should clean them out. But there is something I probably need to tell you about first. And with that, yes, I have decided to buy a bright blue bumper that's pretty beat up and has half the pieces missing. At least that's what she said. But actually, those of you who know will know that this is a very nice piece of kit. This is the Sports Design package, Aero package, or the GTS front bumper as it's more commonly known. And wow, I can already see that it's going to look awesome. Look at the nose, it's more elongated. Got a lower, more aggressive feel about it, and I just think it's going to look really good. But as you can see, there is more to this retrofit than a lick of paint. This foam piece needs to be changed. These need to be changed or modified on either side. We're going to need new grills, a new centerpiece, and something that covers all the way back here. The front opening is designed to house and channel air towards a center radiator, which is not fitted here. The air then flows down and under, and I'm looking into the trim pieces that I'd need to buy currently. To be first to hear about progress with this project, you can subscribe to the channel. Please leave some comments and tell me what you think, or if you want to offer some advice, that would be welcome. We'll arrange for painting and we'll share the outcome with you guys in a future video. Let's get back to the job in hand. Got to remove all the kind of build up from the bottom and make sure your pipes are nice and clean. Good idea to put some protection on them while you're in here as well. The camera is quite subtle, this sits in the centre under the black grille, so I'm quite impressed with that. Now the camera is installed, we have to run the power and video signal to the Joy Auto box.
So Joy Auto is already pre-wired to accept camera connections. The video wire is yellow and the 12 volt power cable is red. The camera you purchase should come with a power lead already, and what I've done is connected two of these leads that I got with the front and rear cameras together, and then connected them both to the red wire on the Joy Auto box. The yellow video cables are already connected, one for front, one for rear. You just plug each of those in, and then it's just a simple case of plug and play.
Before we go any further, I want to give a quick shout out to Carly, who kindly provided this OBD diagnostic encoding tool to the channel. Thanks a lot. Behind every very clean Porsche is a very dependable daily, and here's mine. It's a Mark 7 Golf R.
And Carly is something you can use to help run, maintain and enjoy your vehicle.
Whether it be resetting service lights or diagnosing any issues that come up. Check this out.
You simply plug the tool into the OBD port and download the app on your smartphone. The app allows you to scan any fault codes stored in the vehicle modules and get to the bottom of any issues. You even have the option to clear them. You can view live parameters to really understand any niggling or intermittent issues. On some diesel vehicles like this BMW, you're even able to check the condition of the diesel particulate filter and force a regeneration. Very useful if you do lots of short journeys. You can also use the used car check function to help with your next purchase. You can confirm things like mileage and check that they're the same across all of the modules, and you can check if the engine software has been flashed or modified. However, one of the best features is having the ability to code the vehicle to suit your preferences. For example, you can code this Golf to memorise the start-stop button preference, enable new menus in the cluster such as this oil temperature display. You can adjust the brightness and behaviour of the daytime running lights. You can even adjust the frequency of headlight cleans to prevent screen wash going all over the front of the car. Sadly, coding isn't available on the Porsche. Please develop this, Carly. We all want it.
All in all, this is quite a useful tool. Link in the description and a discount code in there too. Check it out and support the channel. So, the front camera is now installed. Let's go set it up on the PCM and check if it works.
Let's go to the settings. Gonna look for front view, it's here. I'm going to turn that on, and for the rear view we're going to turn the grid lines on to give you a demonstration of what it will look like. When you do go into reverse, obviously when the camera's fitted we'll have an image, but as you can see Joy Auto has the option for grid lines to show, and as we turn the wheel those grid lines move as well, so it's all connected to the vehicle systems. Really cool. Okay, so we're in reverse. When I put it into drive it's going to trigger the front camera. The challenge is to get as close to that coffee cup as we can without knocking it over. Let's go for it. That looks good to me. This is the camera I would recommend because it's got a nice narrow fitting. Make sure you get one with a 170 degree viewing angle. Make sure that it has HD quality and it has the additional wires so that you can disable the mirror image and the grid lines for when you're using it as a front facing camera.
And so that's the camera installed, and I'm really happy with how that's turned out. It looks OEM, it's well hidden, and it's integrated flawlessly into the PCM, into reverse, and then obviously into drive, and it triggers the camera. It would be nice if you could manually trigger it, but there doesn't seem to be a way around that, so it's going to be a case of putting it into reverse first. But never mind, we'll work around that. I think overall it's going to be an important mod, especially for my new bumper that's coming up, and I'm really excited about that, and you guys should be too. Definitely hit subscribe for that so that you're the first to see the updates and the progress on that one. Honestly, I really do think it's going to be better than the ducktail even, so stick around for that. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you for the next one.